Hey there folks, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a box opening and review and initial test runs on the Skyrover X1. So let's get right into it. So I picked this up on Amazon for $4.79 with my Prime shipping. I got it in about 5 days, and so it came with a 256 gig SD card, as well as it should be, so it's the bundle, so it's the drone as well as the controller and 3 batteries with the charger pack. So let's go ahead and open this up and make sure everything's in here. So I did a bunch of reviews, and this particular drone is very comparable to the DJI Mini Pro 5, and it basically has almost all the same features. I think there might be like 1 or 2 things different that this is lacking that it has. But this is my very first drone, and I wanted something that I felt comfortable flying, that I wouldn't be wrecking, and so I think this should fit the bill. Has some pre-programmed features which I really like. And I mainly got this because I wanted to enhance my filming for my channels, and this will definitely give me some different perspectives visually as to the things I'm doing, I'm working on, and so I'm hoping it'll enhance to the video quality. But it's also, this is another it's another hobby, and I really haven't had a hobby that I've been, you know, doing for quite some time. So I don't know, I guess it's time to get back into doing some type of hobby. I don't think this is going to be my last drone. I already know of another drone that I would like to get, but that's for another time. This one will get me going. So you can look online. There's a bunch of comparisons of this particular drone, the Skyrover X1, to the DJI Mini Pro 5, and they just are very comparable. A lot of people are claiming that DJI actually makes this one, but it's because of the restrictions that governments come down on DJI on because of whatever, Homeland Security, this and that. I don't know. There's a bunch of different things that they've come down on DJI on, you know, being a China brand. So I don't know what all that entails, but the Skyrover is literally a third of the cost for literally almost all the same features, and we'll go through them all, but let's go ahead and get this thing unboxed here. So this controller is not the one that's got the viewer built into it. You have to actually use your cell phone to put in there. So your cell phone will go in there. Let's see, so we've got the controller, and the little joysticks are in the bottom. So those come out and just screw in, looks like. Yep. The controller actually seems to be very nice quality, and I guess there really doesn't seem to be any difference between this controller and the DJI controller. They're almost 100% identical. So we'll see what that's about. So it's got USB-C and looks like USB-C. It's got 2 USB-Cs. I think one's, oh, okay. It's just, so it just plugs in, and then that plugs into your phone. Okay, I gotcha. I was like, where's my batteries? So here's my batteries. That will scare me. I was like, ah. Okay, so there's my little battery pack, and again, it charged by USB-C. Doesn't look like it came with a USB-C cable for it, but I've got plenty of those, and I guess you could always just use this one as well. But it looks like it already had charge to activate before first use. So looks like I'll need to power up, charge all my batteries. So let's see. A neat little thing. I was watching some videos of people doing range tests on them, and guys have got them out near 5 miles before they turn around, and then they don't quite make it back. So be interesting to see how far I can get mine out, but I'll be afraid to lose it. So be like if I send mine out 3 miles. But I think it's amazing that just with this and the radio frequency that it uses, this says it's got a 10-mile range, but with battery life, there's just no way you'd ever be able to utilize that. You could probably go out 10 miles and then it's gone, or at least it'll die then. So anyway, this is what we have. So a nice carry bag, and oh, I guess there's the extra power. So a little screwdriver, a little manual, and oh wow, it's got some extra props. Good. I was going to order some props. Looks like there's 3 sets of props, so that must be a pretty common thing that those get damaged running into stuff. This does have obstacle avoidance and stuff, so it looks like it's got, oh, this is the USB-C to the Apple Firewire, whatever that's called, Lightning, and then just an extra USB-C to USB-C. That's for the battery pack. So great. So it has a nice little carry pouch to put everything in. So it's a nice material. Very good. So let's go ahead and get this thing powered up, and then we'll go through some of the features and go from there.
What I was looking for was everything, and everything I found, well honey, I found it on you. You're the song I wanna sing, you're the story I wanna tell. You're the reason I believe that, honey.
Alright, so very first day, no more than I have it out there, I think on my 4th test run, I set it on one of its pre-programmed things, the Meteor, I think it was. And so it was supposed to go up and then drop down real fast. Well, when it was going up, it ran into some power lines. The avoidance system couldn't detect enough, sense enough the line itself, and so it got tangled up and slammed down into the ground, and the gimbal was all messed up. And I was inspecting it, and the gimbal's held on by these 3 little rubber pieces on each side. There's actually 1 little rubber piece on each side, little shock absorbers, and they're real thin and real delicate, and they're real flimsy, so it'll have some shock absorberness. So I broke it first day. Went online. When I bought this from Amazon, I paid the $75 for 3-year insurance through that Assurion. And so I went on there and I filed a claim, and when I filed the claim, I had to upload the videos and proof of my purchase and proof of the purchase of the insurance. And when I uploaded it, then it said it was complete, whatever. I never got an email showing that, the claim was in. Every time I go back to check the claim, it said I still needed to upload the file, so I did that 3 different times, still the same thing. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's just our system. So I waited. Then I got looking online and saw that I couldn't get parts for this thing at all. There's hardly anything available for this Skyrover X1. But since it is very comparable to the DJI Mini Pro 5, 4, the 3, 4, 5 series. They're all very similar. I looked on there, and after looking at the little shock absorbers for the gimbal, they looked near identical. So I'm like, all right, well, let me go ahead and buy those. So I actually ordered a set, 2 sets off of Amazon, but they weren't going to come in for a few days. So then I went to eBay or maybe another seller on Amazon, and I found one. I think one of them was for the Mini Pro 4 and the other was for Mini Pro 5, but I found a black set that was going to be here in 2 days, along with my other tools that I ordered for this. And so they came in today, and so I've been without being able to play around with the drone for a few days because the very first day I broke it. It so ticked me off, and I'm like, man, for almost $500 I just trashed. And then I was looking on the Assyrian site and saw other people were complaining about Assyrian turning down their claims or just not responding whatever for drones. And so that got me discouraged, and so I actually went back to my purchase of the insurance, that 3-year policy, and I put on there that I wanted to return, get a refund, whatever. And so I went through that process, boom, and got that immediately. So I got my refund because I was looking, nearly all the parts for this are DJI parts that I can get, and they're fairly inexpensive. I think those gimbal shock absorbers were less than $10. So I got those, and I was trying to film it, but I'm having some tedious. I actually tore one of the little tags, and so it was a struggle for me, especially being first time working on this thing, to get it through the little slots. But I got it, and I got the little the gimbal ribbon cable back on correctly, and I even before I put the case on, I took it out and fired it up just to verify that I could control the gimbal. Everything is great. Luckily I didn't have to calibrate the gimbal, so it's all good. So I just took it out here, and I'll go ahead and show you here. I just took it out just for a little test run, and the thing is, now that I've wrecked it, I'm even more fearful of flying this thing. So I've got so many trees on this property, and even when I put this in the follow mode, I still, even with its avoidance detection, I'm still fearful of it running into stuff. I don't want to damage this thing to a point where I can't repair it, but so for most parts on this, I feel I can repair it, and I'm good. So I have that confidence, even knowing that I can use the DJI parts for it. So I've already replaced the gimbal shocks, and of course I went ahead and replaced all of my props because they got damaged in the process when it fell. But I'm gonna have to take it out to the park where there's no trees, and it's just a big open area, and do some testing with it and get some comfort level with it. Right now I don't feel safe flying this thing out at all. I'm just very fearful, especially like this little guy. $500 or nearly 500. I think it was $479 is what I paid for it. And just in repairing it, I've already kind of damaged the shell, but I'm like, you know what, that's just cosmetic, superficial. I'm not gonna really be concerned about that. But I'm excited about flying it, and I've already seen other first-person view type of drones I want to get that are way less expensive. I can get them for like $150, but they just put the goggles on, and you can, you actually feels like you're in the drone when you're flying it. So anyway, I'm gonna do some more testing with it, and I'll get it out there and fly it. But I really like what it can do for me, and I'm really excited about the extra footage I can get with this. But yeah, just being my very first time flying, that I felt like, oh no, I destroyed my drone. There goes $500. But luckily I was able to repair it, and I've got more of the gimbal shock absorbers coming, so if this does fall or run into some and those tear again, I've got that to replace. And I feel more confident taking this thing apart to replace parts. And there's other people have videos on their repair of them, so I feel good about that, knowing that this will take on the DJI parts. So anyway, yeah, look for more videos, because I'm gonna definitely make some videos with this thing. And I imagine I'm not the very first person that's been that destroyed their damaged, broke their drones on the very first day. I just it made me feel so horrible. I didn't even tell my wife about it because I felt so bad. I just, yeah. But I'll tell her now that I got it fixed, and I know that it works. So anyway, if you like this content, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for upcoming videos, and I'm definitely going to throw out a lot more drone content for me working around the house and just different things. So yeah, look forward to that. So catch you next time.